This video will show you how to remove and reinstall a battery on this Mazda 3. This will be located along the driver's side of your engine compartment. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Locate the battery along the driver's side of the engine compartment. We're going to start disconnecting the negative battery terminal. To disconnect the negative battery terminal, use a 10mm. We're going to turn the mounting nut just enough that we can remove that terminal end from the battery. Now once you have that disconnected, we want to give that a quick inspection. If it looks like it needs to be cleaned, you definitely want to do that. For now, let's just go ahead and set it aside. Continuing on, we're going to repeat the process for the positive terminal. That's typically protected by a plastic cover. Go ahead and loosen that 10mm nut as well. There we are. Go ahead and set that aside as well. To continue removing the battery, you're going to find that you have a battery hold down that must be removed. Along either side of it, you're going to find that you have a 10mm nut and you also have a J-hook leading down. So let's go ahead and loosen the nut just enough that we can start removing the J-hook from either side. We can lift that up and out of position. If yours looks like this, you definitely want to clean it up. For now, we'll set this aside. Now, if you have any type of protective insulator, we also want to remove that as well. And now, of course, we'll remove the battery. There it is, friend. Now, prior to installation of the battery, I mentioned that we definitely do want to clean several areas. So the first thing we're going to do is clean our terminal ends. These are attached to the cables leading to the vehicle itself. For this, I'm just using a wire brush. You can also use some fine sandpaper if necessary, whatever's easiest for you. We just want to make sure we have a good contact point directly against that battery. Let's continue on to the positive, same process here. Try to remove as much corrosion as possible. Now we have the battery hold down. We want to make sure we clean and inspect this as well. Definitely want to make sure it's not rotted, weak, or damaged in any way. That's a safety issue. This looks good. Now we can prepare to install our battery. Along the top of the battery, we have the terminal ends that protrude out. Make sure those are clean as well. I'm just using a battery brush for this. Now let's get this battery in position. Let's make sure we have the positive terminal facing towards the front of the vehicle. Now we can install that battery insulator. After you have that installed, it's time for the battery hold down. Down along the bottom of each of the J-hooks, you can see the curved area. Those are going to slide into their corresponding areas on the battery tray itself. Once you have that slid in, make sure everything's aligned and snug up those two nuts. We'll get them both lined up with where they need to be. When you go to snug these mounting nuts, you only want to make them tight enough the battery cannot move around. You do not want to crush the battery in any way. That will cause damage. Now it's time to move along to the positive battery terminal first. We'll get this in place, press it onto the battery as far as possible, and snug the mounting nut. Make sure it's fully tightened, cover it, and then repeat the process for the negative terminal as well. Onto the negative. Double check to make sure everything's properly secured in place.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.